So what are you saying?
We can't be friends anymore.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Mark Dark, and I'm back with another video. If you're new, if you love Bel-Air, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like the video, and leave your theories, comments, everything down below. Now today we're going to be talking about Bel-Air Season 2, Episode 5. This is the recap. Now I'm going to try my best to focus on all the key points in this episode. If I miss anything, you guys let me know down below. Now the title of the episode is called Excellence is Everything, and the description of the episode reads, Will struggles on his new basketball team, but is nominated for the Bel-Air Academy's Founders Award. So those are the key elements of this episode. We saw a lot in this episode from Carlton. He was going through it, especially when he found out that Will was nominated for that Founders Award, because he felt like he's the person that needs to win. And y'all know he don't like Will taking any type of, I guess, spotlight from him or whatever, especially when it's something like that. And we know Will at first didn't really think nothing of it, but now after having that conversation with Doc, he's like, you know what? I think I should win this, and it will look good for me, especially if I'm going to be, a part of a D1 school. And we also saw Lisa tell Will that it's pretty much over for them. She can't do it no more. She cannot be friends based off what they, been through. It seems like she is, holding on to those feelings, and it's difficult for her to have that type of relationship with Will, knowing that she feels that way about him, and seeing Will with Jackie, it kind of pushed her over the edge. So we're going to see how that all plays out. And what do y'all think about your boy Carlton? Do y'all believe he's going to relapse? He's going through it. We don't want him going back to the season 1 Carlton, but from the looks of it, that's exactly how it's looking like it's going to play out. We shall see. But let's begin. What did we see in episode 5? Title Excellence is Everything. Now the episode begins with your boy Will. He is struggling on this AAU team. They're working out, and it's his first day, so of course he is struggling. He is trying to adapt to this new style, and y'all know Doc Hightower, he's all over him, telling him he needs to step up. He ain't doing good, and y'all know this was really getting to Will, but he is just trying to push him to go to that next level. His teammates, they pretty much making fun of him, telling him he ain't gonna make it, he ain't built for this, and Will, of course, he's defending himself, talking about he's from Philly, he got it in him, but you can tell that really got to Will, and he was pissed off. He was having a conversation with Jackie. He learned more about his teammates and how they've been through so many struggles. It may not look like it, but they've been through a lot. And we know later on in the episode, we learned that Will, being at Bel-Air Academy, has a better chance when it comes to academics and, doing good with his future, while his teammates, they don't have that opportunity. So, of course, they're going to push hard on that basketball court. And we learned that Will have to be swimming in the next, workout. So he wants to make sure he's on his A game. But the sad thing is he does not know how to swim. Now, we get to Ashley. She learns about Miss Huge getting an opportunity in Chicago or whatever. And I believe they said that she ended up getting like a major payout from the school based on what happened. And she just thanks Ashley for what she's done and tells her to continue to do what she's been doing. She's proud of her. Now we get to school, and Carlton, he was happy at first. He heard his name on the intercom about being a nominee for the Founders Award. And then they end up saying Will's name as a nominee, and Carlton instantly got upset. And Will was kind of confused, like, man, like, how did I even get nominated? Well, we know Yasmin, she was the one that did this. Carlton, he was questioning Will, talking about, do you even know anything about the Founders Awards? Like, what's going on? And we learned that the BSU, Yasmin, they have nominated Will. That's how he got on the list. And Carlton's pissed off. He's like, you are doing this because it's personal. That's not cool. But she tells him, nah, Will is a perfect, nominee for this. And it makes all the sense in the world. And it's cool because it's going to be 2 black people as nominees. You should be proud. Now, Hillary is having a conversation with Monica, and Monica's upset because they're not really getting any sponsors, and they're not getting a lot of, attention compared to when they had Kylo with them. And Hillary is telling her, just chill out. She's going to set something up. They don't need Ivy for anything as far as followers, and eventually they will be getting, the Simply Spiked sponsorship. She will be planning something at her mom's art gallery later on in the episode. Now, we get to Will. He sees his boy Tyler. He's talking about being a part of the whole AAU team. Tyler tells him that the team misses Will, and you can tell that Will misses the team as well. I mean, he kind of played it off like he's doing real great at this whole AAU thing, but that's not the case. We can tell just based off his struggles in this episode and the look on his face lets us know that he's having different thoughts about the whole AAU thing. Get to Uncle Phil and your boy Jeffrey, and Phil is talking about how he can save the firm. And they end up mentioning a guy named Robert Garrison. They want to get that account back with the firm. And they believe if they can get in contact with this guy, maybe they can save it and that's exactly what Uncle Phil plans on doing later on in the episode. Then we get to Connor, and y'all know Connor, man, he is so petty. He is talking about how Carlton and him are going to lose the Founders Awards to Will because of what he did from his huge. And then he tells Carlton, like, look, I know you're going through it. How about I give you some drugs? So he puts the drugs out and he walks straight away. Like, really? You gonna do this? Knowing this man is going through the struggles like he's going through. And then we see those flashbacks from last season of Coach Dog Carlton. And that's the last type of, mentality that he wants to go back to. We know he was strung out on them Zennies and he was losing it. And y'all saw him in that bathroom. And I'm looking like, man, just flush him. Just flush him. But y'all knew it was going to be something with this. I knew he wasn't going to flush him. I knew this would be a struggle for him. Hopefully he's able to get through it, because from the looks of it, it seems like he's going back to his old ways, and that's definitely bad news for him. Now, we get to Uncle Phil. He's going to meet up with Robert Garrison, but Robert doesn't come. Instead, Erica Baker, she shows up, and apparently she has, I guess Robert Garrison's account with her firm. So that's why she is there, telling him that's not going to happen. You're not going to be able to get the account back. But she also tells him, look, maybe you can get the account back, but you have to do something for me. And we learn later on in the episode, she will give Robert Garrison up to Uncle Phil's firm, but she wants Phil to come and work for her at her firm. And that's going to be flat out crazy from the looks of it. We saw the chemistry between the two. I got a feeling Viv is going to be upset about this. And it seems like he doesn't want to tell her based on that conversation that he had with Jeffrey. Now we get to Viv and Janice, and y'all know Janice, she's very judgmental on Viv's art and what she wants her to do, how she wants it to look. And y'all know she was struggling with this in this episode. So she plans to get Jeffrey to neutralize her at the whole art gallery, and hopefully that game plan works. From what we saw, it absolutely was a good idea. Then we get to Lisa and Will, and she's teaching him how to swim. We see the chemistry is still there. She really likes him, and we can tell that Will likes her. But as of right now, they're just friends. We can tell Lisa, she don't want to be just friends. She wants to get back with Will, but we know Will, he's with Jackie, and once, she finds out about that, that's going to push her over the edge. Now, Lisa is having a conversation with Viv, and then she mentions Carlton having that panic attack a few episodes back, which she didn't know anything about. So, of course, she has to go and make sure Carlton is good, and she wants to know all the details of this event. And y'all know Lisa, she didn't know that Carlton and Will did not tell them, so she kind of felt bad about it. Now, Viv, she makes sure she goes to talk to Carlton to make sure that he was all right. Y'all know Carlton, he's always going to try to downplay something or whatever, trying to make it seem like it ain't that big of a deal and make it seem like he's okay. But we know he ain't okay. He is struggling. Hopefully they continue to watch him, because it's looking like this man's about to relapse. And Uncle Phil, he goes to Will and he tells him, look, he understands why he did not say anything. He was pretty much trying to prove his loyalty to Carlton, but we know this is very serious. So hopefully if something does happen in the future, he makes sure he tells them right away and does not wait. Now, we get to the art gallery event, and Viv, she has got Jeffrey on Janice. So now she doesn't have to worry about her being on her back, and she can go ahead and do what she wants to do. We get to Lisa and Jackie. They end up meeting each other. And y'all know, since Lisa is Viv's assistant, she's helping out Jackie, telling her to calm down. Everything's going to be good with her performance. And basically, she going to be all right. And Lisa's mood was great up until she found out that Jackie was messing around with Will. Now we get to Doc Hightower. He's telling Will, look, this whole founders thing that you're, nominated for, maybe you need to take that a little bit serious, because these D1 schools, they look at things like that and it can make you look better when you apply to their school. So now Will's thinking about, okay, I'm going to take this a little bit more serious. But we know if Will takes this serious, all that's going to do is make Carlton more jealous and more pissed off. Now, Uncle Phil, he tells Jeffrey, look, we're going to be able to get Robert Garrison back with the firm or whatever, his account. But the thing is, he has to go work with the girl Erica. And as I told y'all earlier, this is something that he has not told Viv. We know once that information does get out, she's not going to like it. And then we see LaMarcus Alton, and he was your girl Hillary's ex. And this dude is a great football player. He's real popular. He's killing it. And Jazz, he's like, man, this was your ex. He couldn't believe it. And then we see all the influencers from the house that Hillary is in taking pictures with him. They're getting their, followers up, getting all that attention at this event. That way it's going to help out with that Simply Spiked sponsorship. But you can tell Jazz was in his feelings when he saw how the chemistry between LaMarcus was with Hillary's family. He didn't like it at all, and he felt some type of way about it. And he probably was feeling like, man, this dude is way better than me. She pretty much dropped him for a guy like me. And hopefully this is addressed in the next episode, because we know Hillary tried to talk to him after this, but he would not answer her back. Now Jackie, she is killing it at her performance. Everything is looking real good. Will, he is there. He is, impressed by, the dance moves. Everybody just pretty much giving them all the praise in the world. And we see Janice, and the look on her face, you can tell she was kind of like upset or whatever, or maybe she just didn't agree on how Viv was doing this. But this is Viv's style. She has to allow her to do what she wants to do. This is her art, and this is how she wants to present it. So it is what it is. Now, we get back to Lisa and Jackie, and she's giving her praise and, giving her props for her performance. And then out of nowhere, Will pops up. He gives Jackie a kiss right in front of Lisa. And I'm looking like, man, you did that right in front of her? Like, really? And y'all know Lisa was upset. And Jackie's like, man, so what was it between y'all? Like, y'all got history or whatever? And y'all know Will, he kind of played it off like, yeah, whatever, but it ain't like that no more. He goes and he has a conversation with Lisa, and she's pretty much telling him, like, look, we can't be friends no more or whatever. Y'all know Will, he was talking about how he thought Lisa was good with Drew, but she didn't really like that dude like that. And once she saw Will kiss Jackie right in front of her, she's like, nah, I can't do it. I can't afford to put my feelings out there, because I just can't be friends with you on that level, because it's going to kill me inside knowing I really want to be with you. So she tells him we can't be friends, and she does put the blame on herself as far as how she feels. She doesn't really want to blame like Will for doing what he did, but it is what it is. I still think something's going to happen between the two as the season continues to air out. It definitely seems like it's more chemistry between Lisa and Will than it is with Jackie and Will. I mean, Jackie seems fun, but Will's going to be pissed off when he learns about what Jackie's true intentions were, especially dealing with her uncle. He's going to be upset about that one. Now, we get to Hillary. She's back at the influencer house. She has got the Simply Spike sponsorship. Everybody's happy, and they did all of this without Ivy. So y'all know she's definitely feeling herself. And after that, she continues to try to contact Jazz, but he's not responding back to her at all. So she understands that something is up. So I'm expecting in the next week's episode that they will address this issue. Now, we get to Uncle Phil and Viv, and he is telling her that he believes something is up with Jeffrey, and he got a camera in his office, and he's seen that Jeffrey was in there looking for something. We know he wants to find out about his son, but we know that it's a risk factor, and I'm expecting Uncle Phil to have a conversation with him soon, and hopefully they can address this in next week's episode. Now, at the end of the episode, we see your boy Will. He's on the computer. He's looking up the information about the Founders Award. Lets us know that he's taking this a little bit more serious, especially after having that conversation with Doc Hightower. He believes that this could help out with his, opportunities at a D1 school. And we're going to see how Carlton feels about this once he sees that Will is really taking this serious. And speaking of Carlton, at the end of the episode for him, he is struggling. You can tell that he is still going through it. And then we see him get the drugs. He never flushed them at all. And as I told you guys earlier, the last thing that we want to see is the season 1 Carlton, because from the looks of it, that's exactly where he's heading, and it will not be good for nobody. I just hope he's able to get that help, and he asks for help before it's entirely too late. But y'all let me know what y'all think is going to happen in episode 6. I can't wait to see it. And I also can't wait to see what's going to happen with Will and Jackie once he finds out the truth about what she was really doing with her uncle as far as getting him to come to the whole AAU team. But I want to thank you guys once again for all the love, all the support, and I will catch y'all on the next one. But let me get up on out of here, man. It's your boy Mark Dark. I'm out. Peace.